welcome back to my channel. So today I have filmed a super simple Valentine's makeup tutorial look for you guys. If you like this look and want to recreate it yourself, please keep watching. So first of all, we're going to get started on the eyes so we don't get any fallout onto our foundation. First of all, I'm going to be going in with the Tarte Tape Shape Concealer. My color is in Light Sand, just to base the eyelid. Just put that all over my eyelid. Then straight away, we're going to be going in with the nude Huda Beauty palette. I'm going to get my Morphe Y14 brush, which is like a big, blending brush. And I'm going to be using the shade Bare, which is just like a base color. And I'm going to be putting that all over the lid. So now that that's done, I'm going to be going in with a kind of a weird brush. I actually got this brush in the Kylie Jenner bronze kit, but I really like it. It's just sort of like this. And yes, I know it's a dirty brush, but I just did this look to see if it was good enough for you guys. So, and then I'm going to be going in with Teddy and Secret, which is two sort of like taupey medium browns. And we're getting on the brush and tap away the excess. And we're just going to be putting that in our crease and using it as sort of a transition shade. Blending that in, I'm going to go back in with that fluffy Y14 brush and just making sure that it transitions up to the lid. Well, no, buffs out really nicely so it's got a good transition. And it's just like seamless. Then I'm going to be using that same brush by Kylie, and I'm going to be going in with Tease and Raw, which are these two colors here. So Tease is like a bit purplier and Raw is like a bit of a dark brown. But I like to mix them because it gives it a bit of like a hue sort of look. So then we're going to be focusing on the outer edge and sort of closer to the lid, to the bottom lid. So not as high up as the other one. Just more in the crease. Just to really darken that up. And then again, to make sure that it's blended, we're going to go back into that brush and blend it up. This is such a good look because it's really simple. You do it really fast. Your man's coming over. You know, you just want to look pretty. So now that that's all blended, I am going to be going in with a slight cut crease, but it's not really cut crease because I don't want it to have the definition of a cut crease, but I want to lighten up the bottom lid so that when I use the next color, it pops a bit more. So to do that, I'm going to get a Bobbi Brown concealer blending brush, which is something like this. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's perfect for doing a cut crease. So then I'm going to be using also my Tarte Beauty, and I'm just going to be putting that down onto a surface. I just use the back of a palette and dipping that brush into it. And we're just going to be lightening up that bottom half. So you want to just like do, if I'm looking down here, it's a mirror, but you want to do the same thing as a cut crease. A trick that I like is I put it in the middle and I look up so it tells you where you should go. So you just want to do that. And don't worry about it being perfect because, as I said, it's just to lighten the bottom lid. It doesn't have to be a perfect cut crease line. So now that that is done, I'm going to be going in with a new product I just bought and I'm obsessed with it. I don't know if you guys have watched their videos, but it's actually Gabby and Nikki, and it's what Gabby uses, and I just fell in love with it. It's the Tarte Froze Chrome Paint, and it's amazing. It's so easy, like you could literally just throw this on and go, and I really, really like it. So to put that on, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Eyes Fender Bender, and I'm going to be using the sponge side. And we're going to be putting that over where we use the concealer. Now that that's done, we're going to be going back in with the Kylie Jenner brush. And I'm going to be going back in with those colors we used to darken it before, which were Raw and Tease. And we're going to be getting those two colors and just sort of buffering in so that there's not so much of a harsh transition line. Now that that is done, I like a little bit more sparkle and glam, but that's up to you. So I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty. This is their How Many Carats Diamond Bond, and I actually love it. Mine looks really gross because I mix eyeshadows in it all the time, but it still works fine. And I'm actually going to clean this because I want to use it. So I'm just going to I use the Mecca Max brush cleanser. I'm just going to spray that on a bit of tissue and clean the brush. There we go. Then I'm also going to be getting the sponge applicator side, and we're going to be putting it in the glitter highlight. And it's sort of a bit creamy, which is really great. And I'm just going to press that on top of what we've done on the bottom lid. So like I'm going to be putting it on top of the Tarte Frise, just to add some glitter. But now that that is done, I'm going to put on some lashes and some liner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we have put on lashes and liner, these lashes are by Lily Lashes. They're Ella in Mink, and I love these. I think they suit my eyes really well because I've got really round eyes, so it's hard. So what I've gone ahead and I've cleaned up under my eyes for any fallout with the makeup wipe, and the next step I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting Wonder Glow by Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm putting that on the outside edges of my face. Feels like extra glow. So now that we've done that, I'm going to be going in with my favorite new primer, Jeffista. You got me to buy it. It's Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. So I'm going to be getting some of the Tatcha concealer, warming up in my hands. You literally need the tiniest amount. I'm going to be putting it in my T-zone. Feels so good. I'm going to be using my Luminous Silk Foundation by Giorgio Armani. I'm in the shade 6.5. And I'm going to be putting that on my face with the Morphe Y6 Stipple Buffer Brush, I don't know. And then I'm going to be pressing it in with a Beauty Blender, which I have from Morphe. So now we've done that, I do have a few pigmentations I like to cover up. It's just because I have super fair skin. I need to get them burnt off. But anyway, I'm going to be going with the Hourglass foundation. It's a little bit thicker, and I'm just going to be using it in the areas I need it. And using my Beauty Blender again to buff that in. I'm going to be going in with a bit of contour. Now, I recently used to use the Benefit contour stick, which I really liked, but I've heard really good things about the Clinique chubby stick from my girl Maddie, so I thought I would try that out. This is my first time using it. Oh, so it's quite dark. Girl gonna be snatched. And to buff that out, I'm going to be using the Morphe Y7. So I really liked that. I think it gave me a really good color and it blended super easily. So I think that might be my favorite. Next, we're going to be going in with concealer and highlight to highlight the face. So I'm using my Tarte again. And putting that on all the places I want to lighten up. And I'm going to be going in with another Morphe Beauty Blender. This one is sort of shaped for concealer. I really like this. Okay, so now that we have finished the concealer, I'm going to be baking with Huda Beauty's Cupcake. Again, I'm going to be using a different kind of Morphe beauty sponge, which you can tell I'm really into because I really like the Morphe ones. I bought their entire collection. So I'm just going to be dipping that into it. It's got a really good slanted side to help you get under the eyes. And we're going to be baking under the eyes and everywhere we're concealed. But while we're baking, I'm just going to quickly hop off and do my eyebrows off camera. Okay, so now I have my brows on, feeling a bit more like myself. To do my brows, I use the Anastasia Dip Brow and Taupe, and I also use their clear gel. So next we're going to be just dusting off the baking because it's been baking for a while now. And I'm using the Morphe Y5 to do that. Just want to lightly dust it off. Then I'm going to be going in with some bronzer. Today I'm going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and I think that's how you say it, and the Morphe Y3. And then to sharpen that up, I'm going to be baking underneath just to make it more of a crisp line and not so like mud-like. So I'm using that beauty blender we used before to bake. Great. And while that is baking, we're going to be going in with some blush. I've been using the same blush for a while now and I'm looking for a new one, but I just don't know what to go for. But if you know any really good blushes, please leave in the comments below and I'll try it out. But I'm just using Sephora Colourful in First Date, which I always use. And the brush I'm going to be putting that on with is the Y4 in Morphe. And while that's still baking, we're going to go and finish the under eye. So I'm going to be getting back the palette we used, which was the Nude Huda, and I'm going to be going in with the shades, with the shade Tease, which is a bit more of the purpley shade. And I'm just going to be using that for underneath the eye. And for that, I'm going to be using the Morphe Y19 brush. And you're gonna add some mascara to your bottom lashes. You don't have to, I like to do it, but it's up to you. Oh, and the mascara I'm using is Bad Girl Bang by Benefit. Cool, so that looks good. The next step is we're going to be taking off the baking powder, dusting off the excess, and I'm going to be spraying my face. What I'm going to be spraying it with today is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. For highlight today, I'm going to be using my absolute favorite, which I did not think I was going to love when I ordered it, but it's the Kylie Jenner Pressed Illuminating Powder Set. I use mine all the time. So I'm going to be going in with Privacy Please and Unbothered. As you can see, I use it a lot. And I'm going to be using the same beauty blender that we used for the baking, but the other end of it. So as you can see, it's taped on the end. That's what we've used for the powder, and then I'm using this side. Because they're like a creamy highlight, I like to use a beauty blender to put it on. I find it's easier than a brush because the brush sort of separates it. So we're just going to be highlighting on top of our cheekbones. Girl, look at that. On top of our Cupid's bow, the end of our nose and bridge, so we look like Rudolph, you know, and a little bit above the arch of our brow. So now that that is done, we're gonna go ahead and go into lips. Now today I'm gonna be using the Kylie Jenner Coconut Lip Liner and the Mannequin Jeffree Star, I think this is, oh yeah, Velvet Liquid Lipstick in Mannequin. All the products will be listed all the products will be listed below in case you want to check them out. So that is the finished look. I really hope you guys all have a really great Valentine's Day, either with family or someone you love. I really hope you have a great time. I am really looking forward to Valentine's Day. I'm looking forward to a big cheese platter with my boyfriend and hopefully some flowers. Hint, hint, Jack, thank you. Yeah, so I really hope you try this look out. Please send me photos. I'd love to see you try them out. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And if there's any other looks you see on my Instagram that you'd like me to recreate for you, or any recreations, just send me them and I'll be happy to do a video for you. And I really hope to be making more videos in the future because I did have a bit of a break, but that was because of uni. So yeah, I really hope you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day and I hope you enjoyed this look.